Taurus, how you doing? So we're here to do your reading, so I'm going to have to really quickly get on with your channeled messages because they're coming in very thick and fast. It's something to do with like funding or foundation. Somebody probably owns a company, okay, and they're looking into seeking like like an equal partnership within something, okay. But I'm also hearing like Vienna. I don't know why I'm picking up Vienna, so we'll go on to that one, like Venice, Vienna, or menace. Like I feel like it's something to do with like menace to society. Okay, I don't know where that's coming up from, but we're going to stick with the funding. That there seems to be someone is seeking for legal funding for something. Like I own a company, but because it feels like that they're on their way and that they're coming. Okay, now some of you are physically looking into funding someone. Okay, and then a lot of you on the timeline are actually looking for funding for a business foundation. That you're trying to start up a foundation more. Okay, and it looks like that you're either going to give help or receive help. But a lot of you are looking into refund, like a retirement fund. Some of you are looking into like a pension scheme or a retirement fund. And how am I going to be able to fund the future? Because it feels like that you're going to have this person that's going to come along, okay, and they're going to help you decide on what it is that you want. Because I'm thinking a lot of you are looking into mortgages and houses and that kind of thing. But because I picked up on Vienna as well, I think that there's some kind of like planner that's around you. Like some of you are like an event planner, and that you vent, like you need to vent, something like venting. So like an air company or something, like to do with air ducting or something, but vent. Like an event planner, like a wedding planner, an event planner, that it's either you or someone around you that could well have been organising this event, and this major event, okay, but I'm picking up on like two events. One event is like something that you're looking for funding for the future, so there's like a wedding plan maybe for the future, okay, or like a house or something, and then we're looking for funding, so we're asking for like donations in a certain way in order to be able to fund, because some of you do this as an organisation yourself, and that you're looking into like funding, because I keep seeing people putting money in different pools, okay, and pools, also the name pool, okay, but putting money into a pool and into a savings pool. But I think some of you are looking into how you can make that grow bigger without working, kind of like, well, we can find funding here and we can find funding there, so how do we continue to make this bigger? Okay, so some of that came in very quickly. I also picked up on torn. Okay, now torn, like ligament, that there is something to do with someone's ligaments, okay, and they have a pulled like leg or something, or a pulled ligament, okay. Because I'm also seeing like silver, you know when you make a tier on a cake and you have these silver wedding planners, and there's like silver or gold, or someone's going for gold, like running, or has a pulled ligament and they run and they pulled a ligament, but it's something to do with like silver and gold, like awards, like seeking out an award for something at work that you are going to be rewarded for, like given a reward for something, okay. But some of you may be, because I did pick up on retirement fund for a lot of you, and because I picked up on tire, okay, I'm picking up on that it could be to do with like a travel company or something that you're involved in, and someone might be looking at you and seeking you out for a future person that they can give more responsibility in the end when they retire. Because it feels like that something around you could be retiring, okay, and because it's retiring, it doesn't mean that they or you are going to give up the business. It just means, what I'm picking up is that someone around you is going to offer it to you like a piece of the pie, meaning that you've been here a very long time, and because you've been here a long time, we're going to give you like a slice of the business, okay, and that through that, it's something to do with like an insurance claim, a lot of it, or some of you are physically waiting for an insurance claim that something happened to do with like a torn ligament or an accident that could have happened at work. Okay, there's different people, different folks for different strokes, okay, but seeking out because of some accident that happened and a claim that was put in, okay, and I think that some of that is looking into like foundations and funding of how they can give you the money that you I don't know where that was, if that's going to come through at a later date. Okay, because I'm still channeling that one. I don't know if they're going to come through on a later date, like, because I think someone is really eyeing you up for a business transaction, okay, and that I think that you feel that they're not going to come through with it, because it feels like a business that's going to merge together. And you know, when they disintegrate one business and then they like a big organization would disintegrate a business, okay, and they would merge companies, but then they would build another. And it feels like from one company to another company that there seems to be like a lot of transactions between money and finances and but some of you, I think that someone is eyeing you up that is on its way to physically fund you or help you in something that you're doing, okay, something that you really enjoy doing as a business that you earn money for. Someone is looking into physically giving you that help, and I think that it really is on its way, because I think that they're watching to say that you are worth funding, you're worth your weight in gold. That's what they're saying. That's probably where that silver and gold came from, that you're worth your weight in gold. Some of you are saying that to a relationship partner, or they are to you, that you're worth your weight in gold, meaning that they will be by your side through thick and thin, and because they keep saying something to do with like gold, worth your weight in gold, like I'm waiting for gold or something. Or a golden oldie. I'm waiting for a golden oldie. It's also something to do with like music, like a spark of something, like a golden oldie. Okay, because I don't know why I'm picking up. They just got me to say golden retriever, like a golden retriever, like a dog or something. Okay, a retriever, like retrieving, receiving something. Also grieving. Also grieving, because they're saying some of you out there are actually grieving somebody, like. But I think that was someone that you like physically lost, and someone's like grieving a lot, greeting, like greeting cards and like, because I can see this planner, okay, and there's like greeting cards that someone is going through these cards and they're writing these cards out. Okay, like greeting cards, but I think that that could be something to do with like a wedding future plan, okay, and someone's writing out these cards that would be placements, like we're looking, because some of you could be astrologers, but placements, like I'm looking into placing these pieces of paper, fold them up and put a name on it and sit it down on a table, and looking into that. But that some of that could have been someone that you physically lost, and there could be like a wake coming up or something like that, and there is going to be like where people are going to be sitting around a table, and someone's worried about where everybody's going to sit. But for some of you, this is a wedding plan, okay, future plan, and you're planning it with your partner, and you're going over it and over it and over it to say, well, where's everybody going to sit, and where's everybody going to meet up to the venue that we're going to go to, and then where are we going to go on our honeymoon, and where can we also go through for a break, I'm also picking up like a holiday coming up very soon for a lot of you, like it's either a plan or it's physically coming up. Now that could be a school holiday, okay, where something's going to happen that's going to give you more time and more access to this scheme that you could have going on where you can earn some more. I don't know why they're sticking with money, but that's what they're doing, Taurus. They're the very quick messages that came in for you guys. Okay, so I hope you're bearing with me. I am actually losing my bearings on knowing what to do with this channel. I'm really struggling to hit more than 300 to 400 views per video, and to be honest, I'm kind of like losing my... I'm struggling, to be honest, you know, I really am. I don't really ask for a lot of help, or try not to, but I really am I'm struggling to think of an idea of how I can get more views on the channel. So I really do appreciate a lot of you guys, you know, sticking in there with me. Okay, so what we're doing is, what we've done with Aries, is that we're going to do another set of readings, and through this I'm going to ask 7 questions about your relationship. Okay, and we will go through those, what they are, as we go. But the first one is that the energy around your relationship. But you know me, I start to channel different messages through these. So the energy is working. There seems to be like a lot of hard work that you're putting into physical lanyard. I'm also saying land. I'm seeking for some land in order to buy a house. or property value. I'm looking into my property value because it feels like that you're just about to pick something up. I'm just about to pick it up. So something is just about to be picked up. Okay, you're also going to receive a lot of messages download within the subconscious that are going to give you this idea that, but it's saying go ahead on them. It's saying don't back away. Okay, because it feels like, well, I'm looking at it, but I really don't know. So we're going to go over different aspects, but the energy of the relationship at the moment is that you're both working really hard for the family. If you're in a physical relationship, that you are looking at how you can invest more into the future of being together, but more adding more quality time together. Okay, because I think both of you obviously work in separate fields of certain aspects of the relationship, and that someone, because this is a back pain as well, that someone has back pain or physical pain within that element of their leg, like a torn ligament, because I'm picking up this person winces quite a lot when they walk, okay, and that there's a torn ligament in the back or in the leg, okay, because there seems to be like a lot of heavy lifting, like I'm going to have to like heavy lift. I'm going to have to, like, I have to be careful that I can't lift too much up because it hurts me when I physically try to lift something. Okay, when I try to live something, also, when I try to live, I'm also picking up the name Liv or Livia, Liv, Livy, okay, but heavy energy stands within the relationship, that you want to work on it, that you are working on it, that you're building for your future, that you are creating a life together, but also apart at work. Like I work, they work, we're working hard, yes, Steve, we're trying to save for our future, but there could have been a financial windfall, okay, a lot of you, is that something fell right on your lap, okay, and I don't pick this up that you're out of a relationship. At the moment, I'm picking it up that you guys are in a relationship, okay, or a marriage, and that something is about to pick up, but work-wise is about to pick up. Like your workload is going to be picked up, but there's a lot of, like, some of you, it's like physical manual labour that you're having to do a lot of, like, paperwork and all, like lifting a lot of things. Some of you could physically be wanting to move to your partner and you're having to, like, pick up all of your stuff where you are, and that you are going to have to go towards your partner or vice versa, okay, but it seems to be like a lot of energy that is consumed of like waiting around. I'm just going to continue to work and just try to make this better by going to work, and like, because I keep feeling that something is about to fall on your feet. Okay, something's about to fall. It could be a physical pregnancy for a lot of you. Okay, it could have a lot to do with a Pisces, maybe Leo, but Earth sign. Let's see, because you've got 8. But something's about to fall at your feet, okay, and there's going to be a good opportunity there for you to take it. But I think that you're looking at it and analysing it and thinking, well, what's going to be best for the children and what's going to be best for everybody else, of us all involved. Like everybody's involved in this energy, and that, like, because it feels like some people are like at school and like having to stand up quite a lot. Like I have to stand up and then I have to sit down and I have to stand up and I have to sit down, but I have to be very careful of my health as well. So this physical move that could be a good financial windfall, is it the right choice for us to actually do it just yet? Okay. So the communication. So how's the communication and the relationship with Taurus? How's the communication with Taurus and the partner? The communication is talking about where we're going to live, where we're going to go, live. I keep bringing up Livy, Livy, or liver. Something's in the liver. Okay, it could be in the liver. So you could be cooking and things like that, or something to do with like something's in the liver. Okay, but deliver. Something's about to be delivered. So it could also be within a woman's cycle. Because you could get pregnant through this, men and women. You can't, obviously the men can't get pregnant, but they can. Sorry, you know what I'm saying, right? If there's men watching, be careful. If there's women watching, because this can be someone's contracting, okay? Now, contracts. There seems to be that your reading is drawing my attention to contracts of work that you are looking further afield at the moment. Because you're looking at an outreach and where to go, a lot of this is to do with like an outreach of a centre of where you can support people, where you are channeled messages looking through funding and donations that you can help people that are coming into this like future contract that is going to be drawn, okay, because there's going to be a contract that could well be signed through the world. Now it seems like our outreach is going to be going under. It feels like something's got to go under. It's like in order for it to go under, it has to go over. It's like in order for us to go over to where we want to go and be, we first have to let go of our assets. So we have to make sure that we sell everything up. But if we're going to move, we've got to let go of our assets, because I have to think of my health. So what is my future plan for us as a relationship, that when we do physically move, okay, where can I work? Like, because that could be some energy around the relationship where someone's not second guessing themselves, but they're kind of like thinking they're going on the internet and searching for places to live, but also going over places where they could work as well. So if you are physically like thinking about moving abroad with your partner, or like anywhere, but just moving, then there's a lot of like plans that are like being looked at of where can I work as well as where we live. So if we don't live where we are now, where we live then, is there going to be work out there for me? Okay, but it feels like that there is. It feels like you're searching for that. These messages are for the people that are in physical relationships. Okay, but a lot of you that are not with someone, I think that you're waiting around to meet the perfect person, and you're just waiting for that time to come, because because they keep saying retirement fund, because I keep dipping into my retirement fund for some of you, and you're looking for like extra pieces of work and extra pieces of money that you can do because someone's thinking about and considering retirement. But for some, they've dug into their retirement fund in order to be able to move. Like, well, we're going to have to give up some of our savings to physically go. So we're going to have to talk about what we can do to earn some more money when we physically do move. A lot of this is the people that are, obviously in relationships. But that's the communication. So the communication is talking about travel, really. Where to begin? Where do we begin? Where do we start? So the strength of the relationship. What's the strength of the relationship for Taurus? The strength of the relationship for Taurus. Wow. So your timeline starts here. So the strength of the relationship is, well, it's at its best sexually, really. This is pregnancy for a lot of you. If you don't want to be pregnant, you've got to be really careful with these two cards, because there are people that are definitely active, so we're definitely like going at it, right? We're definitely going at something. So creatively, there's a lot of dreams and a lot of desires that you have as a couple to be able to physically move. But some of you are like really wanting to start off a family, okay, together with your partner, to say that shall we have another kid, or shall we have kids, because someone really is getting broody, is what I'm feeling. Okay, and I think it's possibly making the other person work harder because they know that somebody out there wants children. And because they want children, the other person is having to work harder as, I don't want to be sexist, but the male or female, but one person really, it's obviously it could well be both of you, but there's definitely someone that's definitely doing like a lot of manual labour, and I'm trying to support us for the future, because some of you are possibly thinking or talking about having children with this person or more children with this person. And that when we get to go, there's going to be more free time for us to sleep together and all that kind of thing, because I'm picking up like pitch up a tent or something. It's like an expedition away, and we could pitch up a tent, and we could like, some of this is like a picnic plan. I don't know why I'm saying like picnic. There's a picnic organisation of someone picking something, choosing. But the strength of the relationship, well, there's a good opportunity with the Ace of Wands. The strength of it is that it's there. That it's there for you to do it yourself. So your timeline will start when you make this decision to do it, because an ace is just there. It's possible. It's possible and not possible. Okay, it's possible that a lot of people are like really having a lot of like nookie, right? They're probably having a lot of nookie. But at the same time, there's possibilities that you can get pregnant through this, and that you can be thinking about physical starting off a life with this person. Okay. So let's have a look at the weakness of the relationship. What's the weakness of the relationship of Taurus? The weakness of the relationship of Taurus. The weakness of the relationship for Taurus. Wow, there isn't any. There isn't any weakness. There isn't. It's strong. It's a strong connection that you've got with this person. This is normally you, okay? Taurus is a ball here, right? So the weakness, there isn't a weakness. It's just the fact that it's really to do with like finances and money and building a career with your person, and to make it more stable, fertile. I'm hearing fertile. Something to do with like fertility, some kind of like fertility clinic. Or fertile, like, but I don't think somebody is fertile, because they just said fertile, so I don't know if that means anything to you. Okay, but like a clinic, let's look into a fertility or a maternity. Some of you are giving pregnancy tests, or you're going for one, and there's a fertility clinic, like a maternity ward, like someone is just about to give birth and they're going to maternity ward. That's what they're saying. And that I could possibly be pregnant, and that I am looking now to tell my partner that I am pregnant, and that I'm now, or I have been pregnant for a while, and that the ace is more or less saying that you could well give birth. Okay, and that you possibly go into a maternity ward in order to give birth. A lot of you also, I'm going to have to say that you're just about to give birth to a brand new career path. Like something is going to come in for you that's going to be very rewarding at work, and that you are going to be offered the chance of a lifetime in order to be able to take it. Now, that's going to add on to your workload. Okay, so you are going to have to be concerned about your physical ailment, if there is one, or your partner. This could also be your partner could have a physical ailment. Okay, but you have to watch that. But there is a lot to do with like a travel company, that you might work in like DBS or something where you because the world is like traveling. Okay, so for some of you it's like a camper van. Okay, or it's like a camping expedition, like I said, for a start. But some of you it's like a travel company, because I picked up on Tyre and Royal Tyres in Britain is like a place that does tyres, right? So I'm relating it to like a travelling company. But salesman, like I'm a travelling salesman, and I do things like travel and sales. Also, some of you are looking into like sales of that. If you're not pregnant, that you're maybe looking into like cells for pregnancy tests and like fertility, that you're testing yourself if you can get pregnant for the future, and if you possibly can't get pregnant, there might be some things that you're looking at as analysts to be able to, because I just heard still that test tube baby or something like test tube, because I keep hearing that it's testing. Someone's talking into a microphone or something, it's going testing. But also like going down that road of possible pregnancy for the future, of whether someone wants to go on the pill, like a coil, or if they know they can't get pregnant, that there's going to be some kind of like, well, we might be able to save some eggs, because I'm also picking up like eggs, and that we might be able to save some eggs and then possibly do it where the woman doesn't get pregnant, but you do it through your eggs that you can reserve, because there's some kind of like reserve bank, reserve money, but also I'm hearing like reserve like sperm count or something that could obviously be for the men, but it's either coming through that, like some kind of like sperm count or counting like eggs or something like that, like someone is also keeping a close eye on their like period, like they're analysing their period to because I don't really understand, because they're saying something like eggs and keeping an eye on like body clock. I'm keeping an eye on my body clock. The men are keeping their eye on their physical ailment, and the women are keeping an eye on their physical like time when they can contract. Because I'm picking up like when I can contract pregnancy and that kind of thing, right? Because there's some kind of like contract and contracting, like women are kind of like broody maybe, and they're kind of like really probably thinking about the future of a pregnancy, but they're looking at their cycles and going over that to make sure that they might be like, now's the best time if you want to get pregnant. Now's the best time. I've analysed my body clock to its highest degree, and if we want to do that, now's the time. And someone could be saying, well, like, you know, well, I've got to go to work and save money, but it's a possibility in the future. But some of you are really looking into like your eggs and that kind of stuff. That's what they're saying. Okay, so really going back down to what we're saying, the weakness, that there isn't a weak part. There isn't a weak part within the relationship. It's strong. Okay, so the rest of the reading, where we go on to 5, 6, and 7, is its reality. Okay, the reality of the relationship and how it comes into fruition. The passion within the relationship, and the key to the future and what it looks like for your future. Okay, but the best bit about the other side on Patreon is that we look into your partner and what's going on in their life. So please keep an open mind with those ones, because they can get deep. Okay, what's going on in your partner, what's going on through their mind, their thoughts and their feelings, and also their feelings for you as a partner or a part. But you know me, I can go deep into things, and we just channel some other messages. So we look on that on the other side as well. You get all of those for $5. Okay, literally, you get Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, monthlies, weeklies, these ones as well. Every reading that comes out goes to Patreon. It's $5 if you want to join. You can join for a month, leave, join back, do, you know. But it just really does support me as a channel in order to keep doing it. Any support that you guys can come up with to seek other channels to give me a shout out, I really would appreciate it, in order for me to keep going, because I'm kind of like losing my passion a little bit. I love reading and I love channeling, but I just need that urge of a passion in order to keep doing it. Okay, so if you can help me, I really would appreciate it, guys. So the link below is under the show more section. You can reach out for a personal reading. You can find the link to Patreon. You can find the link to every other thing that I own. Also, the recommended reader is Uncle Jim's Tarot. You can also find the link to his channel. And please go over and say that I said hi. I think that he's kind of doing the same thing as well. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks very much. And I'll catch you over on Patreon. Cheers.